right. Well, thank you for joining me today. My name is Farah. Yeah, so I'm so happy to have you here today for this class. So we're going to start this class on our backs, if that's good for you. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to come down, lay all the way down, nice and slow, and just get comfortable. And placing your hands on your belly. And go ahead and take this time now to close your eyes. And then we're just going to reflect inward for a few moments, noticing our breath. Just taking this time to warm up. Possibly setting an intention for our practice. Whether it's to create space, stillness, strength, flexibility, or simply just to relax. Noticing the ground beneath us. Noticing how our spine melts down into the mat. And with awareness, we're going to slowly begin to draw in the air through our nose and out through the nose. Noticing the breath as it circles down through the belly, up through the chest, until it reaches the top, and then exhale it out nice and slow as it circles down to the belly. Again, another big breath in through the nose. Expanding our lungs, and exhale it out. Two more breaths on your own. Creating length with our breath. And when you're ready, we're just going to take our right foot and send it straight up to the sky. Taking both our hands, clasping behind the knee for support, and allowing for our shoulders and our neck to be flat on the ground. Continuing with our breath, breathing in and out here for 3 to 4 breaths. Maybe you might flex and point your toes to the sky. Rotate out your ankles. Just creating some organic movement today in your legs here. And when you're ready, we're going to begin to slowly bend and straighten out this leg. So we'll inhale, the leg goes up to the sky. As we exhale, we will bend the knee down. Nice and slow. Slow motions here. Staying with our breath, engaging with our breath. Noticing what's happening here in this right leg. Breathing in and out. And once we're back up at the top, you're just going to cross your ankle and then allow it to rest gently on the right knee, or the left knee, I'm sorry. If this is good for you, just stay right here in this figure 4. Breathing in and out. You can also decide to take your hands and clasp behind your left leg, drawing up that leg off of the ground. And again, your shoulders and your neck are nice and relaxed on the mat. If this feels like it's too much for you, you can lower the leg back down. Then just breathe in and out. Focusing on our breath today. Sending oxygen to any tight muscles that we're feeling in this position. One more breath. And we'll lower the leg back down. Uncross your knees and sway the knees from right to left like a windshield wipers. There we go. Yep. Back and forth, nice and slow. Rubbing out that lower back. And then we're going to take it to the other side. The left leg goes up. Same thing. Nice and straight here. Engaging with our breath. Clasping behind that leg for support. And breathing in and out 3 to 4 breaths. Slowly begin to inhale, lifting up the leg, and then exhale, bending the knee. So inhale, the leg comes up. Exhale, bend it down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Just keep going, a few more of these. Waking up the leg today. One more, inhale, flex and rotate out that ankle. And then allow it to come down across the right knee. Mirroring whatever we did on the opposite side, connecting with our breath. You clasp behind that leg. You can go ahead and take that shape again. And about 3 breaths here, long, full breaths. Taking note if this side of the body seems to be tight. Breathing in and out. One final breath here. Lower the leg down. Uncross the legs and sway them from side to side. Taking our pointer fingers, we're going to clasp onto our big toes. This is called Happy Baby. Can you tell? It's just like a baby, right? A little 6 to 7 month old baby. Breathing in and out. Maybe you might rock from side to side a little bit here. Maybe you might rock over to the left side, straighten out that leg just a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, bring it back in. So now the other one, inhale and exhale. Just take some organic movement here in this shape. Play with it. This is a vulnerable position, so just embrace the vulnerability here. We're in a safe space. We can feel playful. And bringing it back in, and just allow for the legs to open slightly here, coming down for like a seated butterfly. Being mindful here, if this feels like too much, you feel free to widen your stance and allow for the legs to come further down towards the mat, or you can bring them up closer, whatever feels right for you. Allowing the hands to come to the belly, engaging with our breath for 3 to 4 breaths. Inhale, fill the lungs, and exhale it out. Inhale, and let it go. taking this time here for some gratitude. I'm honored that you joined me today for this practice. We showed up today for ourselves on this mat. Just take some time to love on our bodies. Another big deep breath in. Hold that breath for 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Taking our hands, placing them on our legs, our thighs, and closing our legs here. Drawing up our knees. We're like a little ball here. And maybe rocking from side to side on our lower back. This is also like a baby, yes. This is really good for the lower back. It's like a little mini massage. Letting out some of that lower back tension. Breathing in and out here. Then we're going to send out our left leg, clasping around our right knee, and making sure that the left leg is out long. We're going to do a little knee to chest here, so we'll breathe in, and we'll slightly draw that knee in towards the chest on our exhales. Release your squeeze, fill the lungs, and bring it back into the chest. Let go of that air. One more, inhale, and bring it back in. Sending that leg out, bringing in the left knee now. Inhale, and exhale, squeeze it into the chest. Let go of the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze it in. Being very mindful here, not to pull too hard on the knee. Doing what feels right for our bodies. One final deep breath. And let it go, sending the leg out long. From here, we're going to take both of our feet, putting our soles of our feet on the mat. We're going to set up for a bridge. So we're going to engage the core and we're going to engage our glutes. We'll put our hands on the ground, and then we're going to inhale, lifting up our hips to the sky, squeezing in our glutes, engaging our core. Our chin and our neck and our shoulders are all relaxed. 2 breaths here. Noticing how this feels. Noticing what muscles are engaged. And on our exhale, we'll lower it slowly to the ground, releasing those muscles. Again, inhale, lifting up, engage the muscles. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and let it down. Again, inhale, lift. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Taking our knees again, drawing them into the chest, fill the lungs, and squeeze both knees to the chest slightly. Let out that air. Rock over to your free side. Take your hand and press yourself up. And we're going to come to the center of our mats for a tabletop. So that's all fours. We look down in between. We can't see our toes. Everything is straight and aligned. Our palms are firmly planted into the mat. And we're about hip distance apart. So for here, we're going to do some cat-cow stretches. So we're going to drop the belly, arch the back, and our gaze will be upward. We'll inhale here. And then we'll exhale, rounding out the spine, looking down between our legs. And our spine will curl here. So you're going to take this in a motion. We're going to inhale, lifting up and dropping the belly. Fill the lungs. And exhale, round. Engaging our core here as we empty out our breath. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale up. Maybe it's your fullest expression. And exhale, round it out. Coming back through center. Left hand goes out. If this is good for you, just stay here. If you want to kick it up a notch and work on your balance, you can curl your back left toe and stick out your right leg. So your opposite leg is out and the opposite arm. Good. Now, if you're worried about balance, gaze forward. Find an object in front of you that's non-moving. This is called your drishti point. This will help with balance so that you don't fall. Breathing in and out. Feeling the ground beneath us. Finding our stability here. Finding our strength. One more breath. Breathe in. And then, that's okay. Listen to your body. If you need to come in and out of this, that's fine. This is your practice. Yeah, that's completely fine. And we will. You can draw that in and lower it. And you can rotate now to the other side. Just remember to breathe. And it's okay if you fall out of this position. Life is about recovering, right? When we make mistakes, when we fall. So as long as we get back up there and try again, that's all that matters. And then lower. Taking some organic movement now, you can put your hands down and we'll come back to tabletop. And I just want you to kind of take your bottom and drop it over to the right heel. Swoop, come up, swoop around with your hips and drop it over to the left heel. I'm just going to do this for a few moments. Rocking from side to side here. Breathing in and out. And then we'll come back through center and we'll come all the way down, bringing our bottom to both of our heels, stretching our arms forward and bringing our heads down to rest on the mat. Breathing in and out here. Taking this time to rest, to find stillness. Taking one final big deep breath here in this position. Let it go through the mouth. And slowly coming back up to tabletop. Repositioning here at tabletop. We're going to curl our toes. And we're just going to lift up off of the floor with our knees. So our hands are firmly planted into the mat. We're going to press in to our hands and just come up off of our knees. So the weight is now in our toes and our palms. Our gaze is in between our hands. Our core is engaged. Our thighs are engaged. Breathing in and out here. Focusing on our breath. One more. Good. Let it out. And then we're going to straighten our knees and fall into the downward facing dog. So you should have an A shape here. And we're just going to slowly press in each heel down into the ground. Nice and slow, coming into the left heel, pressing it down, lifting up, pressing the right down, lifting it up. And just like you're pedaling out a bike, nice and slow, breathing in and out. And then we're going to take our right foot and we're going to step it through between our hands. So we're going to frame our hands around our foot. We're going to drop the back leg here. The left leg comes down. It's okay. You can come up to your fingertips if you need to rest on your fingertips. And just make sure that your knee isn't past your toes. So we protect our knee here. And we're going to stand here just for a few moments. And you can readjust however is best for you. Syncing with our breath. Yes, that looks great. And if you need to actually use a block, that's an option as well. And the block you can have on either side, which will help lift you up off of your knee and give you a little bit more space here. Yeah, we can get blocks if you like. Yes, you're fine. Yes. So now you're just going to slightly rock back onto your heel, lifting up so that your toes are off of the mat here. So your palms are still framing your foot. And they're on the ground. And then your foot here is up, your toes are up and your heel is on the mat. This is like a runner stretch. You've seen runners do this before? No. And then you can rock back forward. If that's too much for you, that's fine. You can stay there. Okay. Okay. So now we'll take our left foot and just bring it in between our hands if that's easier for you to get there that way. Frame the foot. So both hands are on both sides of the foot. Good. That looks great. Good job. And come up on your fingertips. So just have your fingertips on the mat, not your palms. There you go. See how that gave you a little bit more space there? There you go. That looks great. Now engage with that breath again. Breathe in, noticing what muscles are engaged here, noticing any tension, any tightness or stiffness, and just breathe in air to that area. And if you'd like to rock back up onto that heel, you can. For those watching online, they can take that shape, the runner stretch. Breathing in and out. And coming back down, palms down. And then bring that foot back down. We're back at tabletop. Excellent. Now we're going to curl our toes again. We're going to lift up back to the downward dog. Taking that A shape. Looks great. Now we're just going to stick out the right foot. Now you don't have to go crazy with it. It doesn't have to be elevated all the way up. Just wherever you find that you have the most stability, take that shape. Breathe in and out. One more big breath. And on our next inhale, we'll breathe in. And then we'll step our foot in between our hands again. But this time, we're going to flatten both of our feet on the mat. And we're going to lift and come to a warrior one. So pressing through with the right foot in between the hands, the back foot, and you lift all the way up. So you got your right foot forward, the left foot's back. You have done this. I've taught you this one. Your hands can be on your hips, making sure your hips are straight with the mat, the front of the mat. Good, turning them. That's beautiful. That looks great. All right, and you can keep your hands on your hips. You can have your hands behind you if you want to open. Chest is tight, your shoulders are tight. This is warrior one. Find your breath, noticing what muscles you're using in your legs. Do a micro bend in the front knee. Yeah. So that you're putting more of your weight towards your front knee or your front leg. Breathing in and out. Bringing the arms straight out in front. Hold this position here. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to bow and arrow, turning the back foot at the same time. So this back foot now is with the long edge of the mat. Your front foot is with the front of the mat. The body is at the side, the upper body. Arms are alongside. This is warrior two. So make sure you turn that back foot towards the long edge. There you go. And now that one goes that way. Yep. So the feet are going in opposite directions here. And then you're going to bend this front knee. You're going to reach forward with the upper body. Feeling the weight now in the right thigh here. Should be engaged. Reaching forward at the fingertips. Breathing in and out. We can flip that front hand. Allow it to come up for exalted warrior. So the left hand is now on the left leg. The right hand is up towards the sky. The gaze is up towards the sky. We're in a side body stretch here. Breathing in and out. Windmill the arms down. Allowing for the right hand to come to the knee and rest, bending that front knee. The gaze is now up towards the left hand for triangle here, this extended triangle. Breathing in and out. Another big deep breath. Let it go. Pressing our weight with the front foot as we lift to come up back to warrior two. Turning our back foot, coming to warrior one. We're at the front of the mat now. Our hands will come down as we exhale to frame the foot. We'll step back with the foot. And we're going to come to a plank or a push-up position. So the toes are curled. The core is engaged. Our hips are dropped down towards the mat. And we're going to slowly lower down. Exhale. Bringing our hands now in front, sliding onto our forearms for a Sphinx pose. Gazing forward. Breathing in and out here. One more big deep breath. Coming down with the chest, bringing the hands up to the chest, taking the elbows, bringing them in towards the body. We're going to lift up for a cobra. Inhale, slightly lift the chest up off the ground. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lifting up slightly, maybe with the navel. Breathe in, lower it down, exhale. Full expression, inhale, lifting all the way up. Maybe the hips and the navel are off the ground here. Just listening to the body, whatever feels right for you. And then exhale, lower. Curl the back toes. Inhale, lift all the way up for cobra. Come to the downward dog. Taking your time to get to that position. The left leg's going to come straight out, just like we did on the right side. Breathe in for about 3 to 4 breaths. Long, deep breaths. And on your next breath, you'll inhale, and you'll step the feet in between the hands again for warrior one, left side. When you're ready, you'll lift, root to rise. Take whatever shape you want. If you want your arms back again, you can take a different shape. You can have them here to the heart. Whatever feels good for you. Breathing in and out. Inhale, the arms come out in front, reaching forward with the upper body, like you're about to pass somebody something. There you go. Bow and arrow the right arm back. The back leg now turns with the long corner of the mat, long edge of the mat. The front foot's at the front. Arms are alongside body. Looks good. Turn that way. There you go. That's fine. You can face me if it's easier. We're going to reach forward with the upper body only. Good. Gazing over the left fingertips. Engaging that front leg. One more big inhale. Let it go. Flip the front hand. Drop the back hand. Lift for exalted warrior. One more breath. Windmill the arms down. So you can have your hand on your knees if you need to. That's good too. Gazing upward. And breathing in and out. And when you're ready, we'll root to rise, pressing up warrior two. Bringing the arm forward, turning the back leg, warrior one. Bringing the hands down as you exhale. Bringing the foot back. We're at the plank again. Breathe in and lower. Inhale, up dog, cobra. And exhale to the downward dog. We're going to gaze up at our hands and we're going to walk our hands to meet our feet. And we're at a forward fold. So the feet are hip distance apart. There's a micro bend in your knees. The hands could be down on the floor. They may not be. You can grab your elbows. You can dangle your upper body. Just allow it to kind of ragdoll here. You can sway from side to side, working out that lower back, creating more space. More importantly, we're breathing here. Keeping our awareness to our breath. Maybe you shake your head, yes or no. Create some organic movement here. And when you're ready, we'll slowly come up, putting our hands on our thighs, lifting to a straight spine in the back for a half lift, allowing for the blood flow to come all the way back up. Dropping down one more time, breathe in, and coming all the way up nice and slow for Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands to heart center, exhale. Taking our hands now, we're going to ball our fists. We're going to put them on either side of our back here, drawing in the elbows. We're hip distance apart again, forming our stance. And then we're going to do a micro back bend to counter that forward fold. So you're going to slightly bump the front of your hips forward. Good. And then you're going to tuck the chin to the chest, just gently. And then allowing for some space to be made here in the lower back. Breathing in and out, 3 breaths. Being mindful of this position. Taking note of any sensations. One more big deep breath. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Letting go. Creating some more organic movement. Maybe you might sway your arms from side to side. Rubbing out that lower back. We're going to take some standing moons here. So we're going to have one hand on our hip, whichever hand is fine with me. The other hand will go up to the sky. We're going to breathe in. And then we're going to come down on the side of our bodies and allowing for a side opener here. Inhale, slightly lift, breathe in, and exhale it back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale it down. Inhale, lift all the way back up, both hands. The other one comes to the hip. Fill the lungs, and then drop it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale it down. Last one, inhale up. And exhale it down. Inhale, both arms go up. They meet together. They exhale down. Bowing the heads for gratitude here. Finding another piece of gratitude today. Something that makes us happy, brings us joy. Breathing in and out. When you're ready, we're going to turn. You can come to the top of your mat if you like. We're going to make sure our feet are hip distance apart. And then we're going to drop our bottoms down like we're going to sit into a chair, but there's no chair. Okay? So we're going to squat down, making sure our knees don't pass our toes here. And you want to drop back more with your bottom and bend, and like you're sticking out your bottom almost to sit down. There you go. That's better. If that's good for you, stay right there. The arms can stay here if you want. Gaze forward for stability so we have balance. Breathing in and out here. One more breath. All right, come up, straighten out them legs, bumping the hips forward and squatting back down. One more. And inhale it up. Bumping the hips forward and then bringing the hands to heart center. We're going to step forward with our right foot, step slightly back with our left. The hands can stay at the heart. We're going to slowly hinge forward. This is a pyramid. Upper body comes down. Breathing in and out here. You can have a light micro bend in the front knee if you need it. Engaging our breath. big deep breath. Really rooting down through that front foot. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Take the feet, step them together. Step back with the other one. Now you're on the left side. Breathe in. Lift with the chest and hinge down forward. Mirroring what we did on the other side. Breathing in and out. Another big deep breath. Let it go. One last breath. And out. Inhale all the way back up. And let it go. Stepping our feet together. We're going to make it down to the mat for closing, okay? Inhale the arms up. Slight back bend. Exhale to your forward fold. Step the feet back. You're in your plank. Breathe in. Lower. Inhale to the cobra. Yep. Curl the toes to the downward dog. Drop the knees. We'll come back around, swooping our legs around, coming to a seated position with our legs out. So we're going to do our legs here, and I'm going to have face this way so you can see. And your stance can be as wide as what feels comfortable for you. If you want to close it, that's fine. You want to widen it even further, that's fine too. But if it starts to feel painful sensations, adjust, okay? So you can have your hands right here. If that's too much, close the legs some. There you go. And you can kind of curl your fingers out, walk them out just a little bit. Being mindful. And you can have a light micro bend in the knees. That's okay. Give them some playroom. Breathe in and out here. Noticing this position. Noticing any muscles that are engaged. As long as it doesn't hurt, right?
It doesn't hurt?
Yes, as long, it's going to feel a little tension. If it should feel a little bit more like a slight pull rather than like something that's, hey, this isn't right. You know, this doesn't feel good.
It feels good, like getting tension out of it.
Yes, yeah, it's like a good kind of pain, not a bad one, yes. So then we're going to walk our hands over to the left foot. Breathing in here. Let it go. Every time we breathe in and out, we're sending oxygen to that tightness. And your body's not normally held in this position, right? So whenever you're breathing in and out here, all that oxygen can flood that area, right?
Yeah.
Creating a little bit more space for you. Walking our hands over to the other foot. And I like to massage my feet while I'm here, you know, show myself a little extra love. Breathing in and out. And then we're going to take our feet once we come up, and then we're going to close them. Light micro bend so they're loose here. And I'm going to turn this way so the camera can see. All right. And then we're going to straight spine, right? Inhale. Come forward. Mindful here. You might be here, here, or your toes, right? So everyone's different. And the more and more you do this, the more space you create and the further you will be able to do that and come further down. So, but for today, we'll focus on where we're at. Visualize the air coming in through the nose, flooding the lungs, coming down to the legs, to the lower back, and just oxygenating these areas. With each exhalation, we're letting go of any tension and pain. And allow for your head to slightly drop down. Whatever feels good for your body. Just tune into that.
One final big deep breath here. Let it go. And on our next breath, we'll rise, but we'll come up slow, one vertebrae at a time, shrugging our shoulders up to our ears and allowing for them to fall back down the back and allowing the hands to come behind us like kickstands. In this position, we're going to allow for the chest and the throat to shine forward, creating space there. Space to speak our truth. Space for love. Breathing in and out. Letting go of what doesn't serve us today, any negative thoughts. Any words unspoken. Just breathing in and out. The head can come up. The chin can trust the chest. Breathing in and out. Maybe you shake your head from side to side, nice and slow. Walking the hands back up. Drawing in the feet. And then I'm going to turn. We're just going to do a little bit of some shoulder stretches first before we proceed into Shavasana. So from here, we're going to take our left hand, put it down on our fingertips. Good. Then we're going to take our right hand, come up to the left side of the face. Palm down. Good. Then we're going to drop the head over towards the right shoulder. Now your hand's weight are just acting as an extra stretch here to open up the left side. You don't want to pull down on your neck or anything that's not natural. So we just allow the natural gravity of your hand to create a little bit more space. And if you notice, if you walk your fingertips out further away from you, you can feel that pull right along the left side of the shoulder and neck. Just being mindful, making sure we're sitting upright. Breathing in and out. Sending oxygen to those areas that hold tension. This is really good exercise for if you're on the computer a lot, right? Creating a little bit more space here. I bet. No. Mm-mm. No, I have no use for it. Mm-mm. Oh. All right, let's take it to the other side. Oh. Bring that hand over towards the other side of your face. Nope, you were right. That one, but just bring it from here to around here. There you go. Good job. One final big breath. Allowing that hand to come down, bring up the head nice and slow. Maybe you might circle your head a little bit, just very mildly roll your neck around from side to side. And then coming back up through center, and then we'll lay down here for Shavasana. So that's how we close out our practice. Coming all the way down, getting nice and cozy here on the mat. Allowing for the palms to face upward towards the sky. Getting nice and comfortable here. We're going to start at the feet, and we're going to imagine all the tension relieving the body. Ankles are relaxed. The shins and the calves are relaxed. The hamstrings, the knees, the pelvis, pubic bone, all tension being released with each and every breath. The chest is relaxed, melting down into the mat. The spine is sunk down into the mat. Chest, the shoulders, the neck, all relaxed down into the mat. The jaw is slightly open, tension being released. All parts of the body are now relaxed into the mat. Noticing our breath as it returns to its natural state. Just finding stillness here for the next several breaths. Slowly begin to draw in air back through the nostrils and letting it go. Wiggling our fingertips and our toes, beginning to bring movement back into the body. Slowly drawing in our feet, our knees coming to the chest for a ball here, clasping around our knees. Breathing in and out. Let it go. Walking over to our side here. This is called the fetal position. This represents rebirth, new birth, new opportunity. Every day is a new day, a new opportunity to be a better self, a better you, a better me. Big final breath here. And let it go. Taking our free hand, opening our eyes, pressing up, back to a seated position. All right, take your time. Cross-legged. Sitting nice and tall here. Just going to close our eyes one more time together. Engaging our breath one final time. Taking our hands and reaching up to the sky for one final reach for gratitude. The hands palm down together. Come down to our heart as we bow our heads in reverence. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for joining me today for this practice. Namaste. Yay, good job. Thank you so much for coming.